What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Two Drinks and Hip Hop. I am Adair alongside your favorite Puerto Rican,
PompanoJONES.
and we are sipping on some Kevin's Behind the Gates Peach Tea. Delicious.
This is the best prison-made drink I've ever had in my life.
That's for damn sure. And if you want to learn how to make this drink, click on the link in the description, and we will show you how in a not serious at all fashion. We kind of wing it in them.
Yeah.
We wing it. But
Mm-hmm.
as always, please subscribe to the channel and click on that bell button for notifications when we drop new videos, and also follow us on all of our social media. That's Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, and Twitter at Barhop Records, and go to barhoprecords.com for services and merchandise. And I don't know why I'm talking like this. Our personal social media is down below as well. We are going to start it off with some sports. And the Rockets and Clippers are just showing why they're full of a bunch of bitches. I'm just
The Rockets, at least.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't know. It's a whole little blood crip thing going on.
I feel like it is.
You know what I mean?
They're both blue and red.
Yeah, Chris Paul went from the Crips, and now he's a 5-star general and a straight bitch. I don't know, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of niggas going from bad teams to good teams. Not that the Clippers was a bad team. They weren't playoff teams. I liked it, the Clippers. I liked it, that whole big three. But, yeah, back to the bitch, Chris Paul. You're a bitch. I think everyone on the Rockets, I'm sorry, I got to give everyone on the Rockets a bitch. Because if you show up to a locker room for Austin Rivers.
Yeah, well, here we go. Let's explain actually what happened for those who don't know.
Yes. My fault.
There was a lot of shit going on throughout the game, just a lot of talking and, little shit. It wasn't anything huge. No fights broke out, and legitimately during play.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, I guess it started with Clint Capella. After the game, walks up, knocks on the door to the Clippers locker room, and one of their training staff, it was a girl, opened the door and was like, and shut the door really quick on him. And then Ariza got involved. He actually went into the locker room. So did Harden, and I believe Chris Paul. The details are a little murky because I don't think there was any cameras around or anything like that.
Yeah.
And apparently Chris Paul and Harden were trying to help the situation. They were the peacemakers trying to calm down Ariza, but who the fuck knows? Yeah. This is the first time I've ever heard of an incident like that happening in professional sports in a locker room.
Yeah, I think it's the only time. Hopefully it's the last. One, let me get this off my chest. If anyone doesn't think that those people who went into the locker room shouldn't have repercussions, they need to. They need to be suspended. They need to be gone. Yeah. I'm sorry. And I'm all for good old-fashioned beatdowns. My thing is if you're pissed off and you're going to go to a locker room, and they were in the locker room, they were looking for Austin Rivers, the man who wasn't even playing. He was on the bench, the light-skinned nigga who's on the team, and that's who they were looking for, was Austin Rivers. So if you go to a locker room, I don't know. If you really got a problem with somebody and you already know you're about to go to a locker room and cause LAPD to show up to a fucking locker room, punch the dude and get suspended while on court. Do a fight on court. I think that'd be the best way. Instead of going into a locker room with 9 other motherfuckers trying to jump somebody, just fight the dude on court, get suspended, get fined. It'll be great for the NBA and everything.
It's for it would be for ratings.
It would.
The thing that I don't get, what was his plan?
They were gonna
jump, walk into, but who?
They were gonna try to jump Austin Rivers.
But there's the whole team is in there.
Yeah.
You think that you're gonna get away with that? I don't think so.
No, it was
not gonna happen.
It was all the way around stupid.
Even if Harden and Chris Paul were trying to be peacemakers, they should be suspended too. They went in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you went in, I don't care what you were doing. That's like a line you have to draw. You just can't be walking into other people's locker rooms like that.
No, yeah, I agree. And like I said, I'm all for a good old-fashioned beatdown. Yeah, like I said, you're going to get suspended anyways. You might as well fucking do it on court. And like I said, make it, be a little better. Don't go to a locker room with your whole fucking team looking for light-skinned ass fucking.
I do have to say this. I've seen Austin Rivers all throughout his basketball career, even in high school. I saw him play a few times live in the state championship because he played in, I think it was Winter Park, but it was a team up north in North Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Kid's an asshole, so he might have deserved
sure.
it.
Hey, I'm
he
sure.
might have deserved it.
I'm sure.
He was an asshole back then. I still feel like he's an asshole now.
Hey, I'm sure.
Hey.
But go run up and punch him in his shit right there on the bench then. You know what I mean? Like, if you got a problem, and I don't know, man. Like I said, there should be no fights in the NBA. You know, we're all here making millions of dollars.
Happens, though.
Yeah, it happens. But like I said, get it off your chest right then and there. There's no need to go to a locker room with 90 fucking dudes and look to try to jump a fucking player. It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
And back to where I started. Chris Paul's still a bitch. He's still a bitch. I don't know. Him and Blake Griffin had problems, and it was surprising to me. I definitely would have believed the Kyrie LeBron thing last year more than I would have believed the Chris Paul Blake Griffin one.
Yeah. I feel like when you hear those little rumors, the more often than not they are true though.
But I didn't hear a lot.
You know
I heard
what I mean?
a lot about Kyrie and LeBron. I didn't hear a lot about Blake and Paul because
there wasn't a whole lot. And I feel like while they were on the same team, they dealt with it very well.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They kept it quiet. They played. I thought they were there forever. I thought they liked playing with each other.
That's what exactly the same thing that I thought, but apparently not. Yeah. Chris Paul kept going at it with Blake. You know, Blake obviously isn't going to back down. Kept going back at it with Chris Paul. Chris Paul's a hoe. Point blank. I don't know.
I don't like either one of them, honest.
I like Blake. I've always liked Blake. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. I said the same thing with Isaiah Thomas because I was a huge Chris Paul fan. I'm still a Chris Paul fan. You know, don't get me wrong. I still like Chris Paul, but I'm just talking shit. I was a huge Isaiah guy when he was on all the other teams except for Boston, and then he went to Boston and was like, oh, would you look at that? My wiener grew big. I'm allowed to talk a lot of shit now and act like I'm the best fucking point guard in the world.
Yeah.
And I didn't like him after that. I don't like switching sides and then talking shit. Talk shit throughout your whole career because then it's better. I'd probably like you a lot more. I like shit talkers.
It's a trend. It's a new trend these days.
Yeah.
It seems to be I mean, obviously it will go to your head. It can go to your head when you if you're playing on a shitty team and then you finally go to a good team and you're like, hell yeah, we're playing good. I get it, but you don't gotta shit talk. Just do it with your game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just play.
Yeah.
We all see that you're fucking good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like how this is not the same team, but Kyle Lowry and Ben Simmons got into it, and they were on the court. You see, I like how that went down better.
Fights everywhere.
Yeah, they looked like they wanted to fight on court. They literally got taken away from each other, so they couldn't. Ben Simmons said, yo, my guy, meet me in the tunnel. Kyle Lowry turned around and said, okay, no problem. Took his shirt off, and they met in the tunnel. They both said nothing happened. Maybe it probably didn't, but if it did, that's great.
Yeah.
I like how that went down.
No, me too. I agree.
You know, they probably did sneak each other off in that locker room, though.
We had a locker room, tunnel, and on court issue with the Orlando and,
Magic,
the T-Wolves.
The T-Wolves,
fucking Bielitsa getting swiped at.
Yeah, and then puts fucking a follow in like the world's tightest headlock, and then they ejected Bajenko, whatever the fuck his name is, though. I don't understand why he got ejected. I think that was stupid.
It was a little off, but
I think the refs need to all get taken out of the NBA and start over with new ones. They need to rebuild the refs.
That's what the players are saying. Players want that shit. I forget who it was. DeRozan just got fined like $15,000 because he said he felt like they were playing 8-on-5 in the game.
And he got fined for that?
Got fined $15,000.
I don't even like DeRozan, and I don't think that's right at all.
I mean, with how bad the refs are, yeah, fuck them. They suck. Mm-hmm. But I do get the NBA. You gotta, you can't have your players talking bad about the refs because they're, whatever. They're your employees too.
We tell them, hey, stop talking about the refs. I don't think you need to fine them. They fucking teed up DAngelo Russell. DAngelo Russell hasn't played since November. He's been on the bench. He's in a suit. He's not even dressed up to play basketball, and he was clapping during his free throw, someone else's free throw, and he got a technical for that. Get rid of the refs. Fire them all. I want every single last one of them gone, and I want brand new ones. I want all of them.
The refs in the NBA, they've always been bad to me. I've never, I've never been or sat through a whole season and was like, you know what? I think the refs did an exceptionally well job this year.
No.
You know, never, not once. I don't think anyone's ever done that. So, yeah, that's.
No, it's stupid.
They need to do something
They
about
need-
it.
yeah.
I don't know what it is. Whether they change the way the refs are supposed to ref the games or something. Something's got.
It's fucking shit up.
It
It's stupid to watch, and it makes you not want to watch it. When you watch DAngelo Russell on the bench getting teed up for clapping, and like I asked you, what happens with this technical? Does the other team shoot a free throw now? Because yeah.
The same thing as a normal technical.
Remember when Tim Duncan got fucking ejected off the bench?
That was crazy because that was weird.
That was
I haven't seen this one yet. I want to watch.
Was that Joey Crawford? That was Joey Crawford, right? Oh, you didn't see it.
I think it was.
It was.
I saw it.
Oh, you did see it, right?
I think it was Joey Crawford. Yeah, it was.
Tim Duncan got ejected off a bench for staring at the ref.
We gotta move on into some music. NBA, you're wildin'.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 artists here that are getting involved with movies soon, very soon, or next year, or next year.
Right.
First one we're going to talk about is Future. Future has been selected to produce the remake of the Superfly film. Superfly was a really big movie back in, it came out in 1972, and it was mainly popular because of the soundtrack. The soundtrack actually outgrossed the movie, which is kind of weird when you think about it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the only movies, if not the only movie, for that to ever happen. But the original soundtrack was crafted by Curtis Mayfield, which everyone knows that name. And yeah, so Future's producing and also is going to curate the soundtrack for the new Superfly movie.
I'm sure it's gonna be dope. I don't know anything about the movie, so
It was an old soul movie. Like
Yeah.
it was a music related movie.
Yeah.
I never saw it, but I know that
it's like a musical.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just the soundtrack was really good.
Oh,
But yeah, so they're gonna hip hop up the new Superfly movie, I guess.
all right. A lot of
And-
lean and perky talk.
I guess so. It's also gonna be directed by Director X. He's done a lot of work with hip hop artists. I know for music videos and other types of things like that.
Nice.
21 Savage has something to do with it. I think he might be in it because Director X, he tweeted out a picture of like the people involved with some of the cast, and 21 Savage is kind of sitting off to the side by himself, just. But I don't know. So he's got something to do with it. If not, he's making a song. He might star in it. I don't know.
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Moving forward, Gucci Mane has also come out and said that his autobiography, he just released a book last year in September, his autobiography, and he's going to turn that into a film.
Oh, is he now?
He says on Twitter, hashtag the autobiography of Gucci Mane is coming to a theater near you. Hashtag director Gucci Mane. Hashtag 1017 films.
I'd like to see that. It's funny. I know for a fact you haven't seen this, but like probably like 10 years ago. How old am I? 26, 16. Yeah, Gucci was around when I was 16. Yeah, so probably like 10 years ago. Probably I'll give it 8. 8 years ago. Fucking no, it probably was like 10 years ago. Whatever. About a decade ago, when Gucci was out, there was just like, it wasn't a documentary. It was just like the life of Gucci. I don't know. Him and all his boys were in the trap house, and they were selling crack to this crackhead, and he smoked it on camera and everything. And it was a good video. You should go see it if you haven't seen it.
Sounds like an excellent film.
And I'm sure because this film is gonna be a lot different. So it's gonna be fun to compare old crack selling Gucci to new and improved vegan.
I'm sure you'll probably get a little bit of it all in the movie. It'll be his whole life.
No, yeah.
I wonder who's gonna play him.
Play Gucci Mane
in the movie. If not, for some reason, I feel like he would want to do it himself.
I'm sure he should. Yeah,
he
definitely probably should.
He takes me for that kind of guy.
Yeah, he's young enough to do it still.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
You should get a little TJ. TJ would be perfect for Gucci Mane.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Gucci Mane's side note with Gucci, he's also looking to sign Lil Pump. If you haven't heard what happened to Lil Pump, he actually recently got out of a deal with Warner. Because he signed when he was a minor.
Yeah.
How do you make that mistake as Warner? Like, you're a humongous business, and you're not like checking IDs before signing shit. I don't know.
Well, they knew he was a minor. They just didn't go about the proper way of doing it, which I don't know what the proper way of doing that is.
I think all you need is like parental consent. Like their parents would have to sign the contract.
Does Lil Pump have parents?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't
I
know.
feel like
I
Lil
don't
Pump
know a whole
just
lot about Lil Pump.
I feel like Lil Pump just created himself. He just came out of nowhere. He has no mom, no dad.
Manifested out of thin air.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, who was the little holy lady who did that? Had a baby like that?
Talking about Mary?
Mary, yeah.
Jesus' mother?
Yeah. She had a baby out of nowhere. That was probably Lil Pump. Oh my God.
All right, we ain't even delving into Lil Pump.
Oh my
as a second
God,
coming
it
of Jesus.
makes sense now.
Absolutely not.
Oh my God, it makes sense.
Well, we'll see. I don't think it would be a smart move for Lil Pump to go with him at all. Apparently, 1017 hasn't released an album since like 2013, and it was a Gucci Mane album, so I don't really know why you would want to sign with a label like that.
I mean, he said Gucci said name the price, so
Yeah, well.
I mean, it doesn't really matter what label. If the label's gonna give you the money that you want, it doesn't give a fuck what they did in the last.
Depends
2 years.
on how they give you that money, though. It really does.
Well,
Depends
I mean,
on how.
Yeah, but
no
no one's gonna give you just your money and you do your thing and you're fine and well off. You're gonna get fucked.
No, I mean, like, what kind of deal? It was like 360 deal or whatever. That whole thing. I don't know.
Lil Pump's not gonna get nothing but a 360.
We'll leave it to you to figure out, Lil Pump. Last person that's getting involved in movies, not until next year, coming in 2019, Master P.
My boy.
Actually shared a trailer of, it's called The Real Story. Supposedly is a documentary of Master P's life, and it's gonna feature a lot of real footage from back in the day that no one's ever seen before.
I like
some
that.
people have seen, or some of the footage we have seen, some of it we have not. I should say that.
Is that how it goes?
I'm dying. But yeah, Master P. I for whatever reason, I've said it before, I don't like Master P, but for what I would want to see this movie.
It hurts me that you say that. Master P is my biggest.
His music.
I feel you. Master P is one of my biggest idols. He's literally my role model. It's he is exactly what I've always wanted to be and what I'm trying to be and will be. If it wasn't for Master P, I don't know where I'd be. I used to listen to No Limit, True, Silk the Shocker, Free C Murder. Hopefully he fucking gets out. I don't think he ever will. Blessings to the boy.
Nah.
Yeah, Master P is my idol, and I don't think a lot of people appreciate what Master P did for music, for hip hop, and for artists, and just for anything. This man, you see, this is one of the things that I heard back during the day with a bunch of other type of rumors that were like really crazy. I'm not gonna name the other rumors, but one of the things I heard is that when P signed to, I don't know if he was signing to a label or something, and they didn't like believe in him. They thought his music was trash. They didn't think it was gonna go nowhere, and somehow he got like 90% or like 100% of royalties and all types of shit because of the deal, because they didn't think it was gonna work. Like I said, I could be totally lying. This is just something that I've heard for years, and obviously that was a bad decision for whoever did that with him, because he was very successful and he owns all of that. And Master P is a pioneer. I think we need to take a moment of silence for Master P.
He ain't dead, bro.
He's not dead, but I don't think people appreciate him. I don't think. Look at you. I don't
like his music. I've never said anything about his.
No, yeah, but do you agree
what
that he
imprint.
is a pioneer in what he did?
Not really.
No? Well, then there you go.
He's a pioneer for himself. You know what I mean? He's
one of the first guys to do that.
He paved his own way, but I don't think he was like,
one of the first artists to do that, though.
One of them, but it's not in.
I'm pretty sure
hip hop music.
I'm pretty
maybe.
sure at that time he was the first one to do that.
Maybe in hip hop, yeah. I don't know, but he's not the first person to ever make their own way in music, though.
Not their own way, but in hip hop, yeah. So that's for
And I doubt he's the first in hip hop, to be honest.
At that time,
I'd have
almost
to do
positive
research on that.
Yeah, and you see, this is what I'm talking about.
What?
People don't give Master P the respect that he deserves
I
for
get
whatever
Master
reason.
P. I respect him, and he's done very well for himself. But I don't think he was like. I don't know. You're the only person I ever hear that like says like, "Oh, Master P." I look up to Master P.
Absolutely.
Blah, blah, blah. Like I don't know.
Absolutely.
I've never heard anybody else say that before.
If it wasn't for Master P and the whole No Limit, there probably wouldn't have been the Hot Boys. 'Cause, you know what I mean? Them boys were kind of like.
Maybe not. I don't know, but that's not. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think Master P had much to do with the way people come up in hip hop, but he did great for himself. I will say that.
Those gold Master P ceilings were just a figment.
What?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Proves my point even more.
But yeah, so these 3 movies. I want to ask a little quick question. Quick, fun little game we're gonna play here.
Movies or documentaries?
Well, Superfly's
a movie.
Superfly's a movie. Gucci Mane's movie is going to be a movie as well, but it's an autobiography, so it's a true story movie based on his life. And then Master P's is a documentary, so that's just, it's not like a, no fake shit in there. It's just a documentary.
Yeah.
Which one are you? Well, I feel like you're gonna go Master P, but which one would you most likely go to see first in the movie theaters?
You're right. Master P, and then Gucci, and then Future would be the last in that order. If I went to go see them all in one day, it would be just like that.
See, I know we're gonna get shit for this because Superfly is like a classic movie. People are like, oh, you talking shit about Superfly?
Yeah, my bad, dude. I never even heard of it. I'm sorry.
I know, and I'm in this. I've heard of it, but I never saw it. I don't know much about it. Whatever.
I'm sure it's gonna be great.
I know it's a classic.
Yeah,
that's all I know about Superfly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know how long it took me to see Oz?
Complain.
I seen Oz when I was like fucking 14.
What, the Wizard of Oz?
No, but Oz.
Isn't it the same thing? Oh, no. You're right. There's I feel you.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes. And, it was good.
I never saw that shit.
No, right? It was Michael Jackson?
I'm kind of a little freaked out by Wizard of Oz, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Oz was really weird because I watched it of course, it was Crystal Lake where I seen it at. Anyone from Pompano and Broward knows where that's at. But yeah, that's where I seen Oz. I'm pretty, right? There was someone, I feel like it was Michael Jackson. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's been so long. This is some fucking strong shit and everything like that. But yeah, Master P is the first one I'm going to see.
I would go with Lil Gucci.
Lil Gucci.
Lil Gucci. Lil Gucci, mate.
Lil Gucci Pump.
Especially if he starred in it himself. I want to see it. I want to see you star in that movie, Gucci Mane.
That's going to be dope as fuck.
I want to see it. But
you see, kind of backtracking. I feel like Gucci took the exact same imprint of Master P. Gucci was always independent, did everything himself, made everything and paid for everything all by himself, and owned like all that, whatever and everything like that.
Independent guy.
I get offended. I do get offended.
That's why I feel like you're giving Master P the credit for creating the independent lane for artists when it's not really. I feel like he has nothing to do with it.
I'm not giving him credit for creating the independent lane. I'm giving him the credit that he deserves for being one of the first guy. Like, you know what I mean? It was one of a kind, like that. You know what I mean? When that music came out, he was one of the first. He was one of the first people to come out with that type of stuff. Because like I said, that was way before the Hot Boys and and Turk and all them and everything like that. Way before the Boosies and Webbies who came from the same area. I don't know, man. I just really feel like that man deserves a lot of credit. That man made.
Whatever. I don't know.
You know?
Whatever. Master P doing his thing. But
Master P, holla at me.
What movie would you guys want to see first?
Yes.
Superfly remake, Gucci Mane autobiography, the real story of Master P.
I feel like it's gonna be Superfly because we didn't say it.
Probably, Superfly. But hey, it's probably gonna be a great movie. But we gotta get out of here and finish these drinks because these. I didn't want to stop drinking this.
No.
I kept sipping. It's very good. Very good.
It
but
is.
As always, please subscribe to the channel and click on that bell button for notifications when we release new videos. Follow us on all of our social media, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, and Twitter at Barhop Records, and go to barhoprecords.com for services and merchandise. And our personal social medias are down below. If you want to follow us on there, you can and you should. Once again, if you want to learn how to make a Kevin's Behind the Gates peach tea, click on the link on the screen that's kind of right here below this guy's face.
Mm-hmm.
Or in front of it. Yeah, or in front of it. And, we'll teach you how.
Yeah.
Peace out, everybody.
Make them say,